Hallo meine Lieben. Hi guys. It won't let me go live on the WoodUbend page. So let's see. Oh, thank God. Sorry guys, as per usual, technical problems, but here we are. Thank you so much for your patience. Hi Manhase, hi Tanya, hi Kathy, hi Michelle. So I'm sorry. This was again one of those things. Just hang on. Just gotta make sure that everything runs. There we go. All wonky tonight. All wonky. Am I live, guys? Can somebody? Bonsoir, Michelle. Bonsoir, Michelle. Whatever. The technique is playing tricks on me again. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Angela. I am the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a WoodUbend retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So when you join me, just say hello to me and where you join me from. I'm also known as the master of disaster. So there's like always technical problems or something happening. So however, I really appreciate you being with me and saying hi to me. And I've put it in the description, you know, people, I don't know what this is. Hang on, guys. So this is another thing, you know, you have access to other pages, and even you turned off the notice for messages and stuff like that. You always get notices for everything happening on there. So apologies for that. Hi, Nina. So guys, what's typical German? It is sauerkraut, it is beer, it is sausages. This is what everybody knows from Germany, I think. But there is also something else. Hi, Sarah, which are Gartenzwerge. Those are those little gnome things. And I can tell you what, guys, I hate them. I always thought they look ridiculous. People have them standing in their gardens, you know. However, I thought we're going to posh him up. So what do you think? I think that'll be quite fun. I'm not sure if WoodUbend is on here. I don't know if I'm on the WoodUbend page. So can somebody just tell me if I'm on the WoodUbend page also? Where is my coffee? Where is my coffee? I can't start my life without my coffee. There it is. It's all back and forth. So cheers, coffee, my friends. I'm going to bring you a little closer to that little guy, and I'm going to show you what we're going to use on him. If you have questions, oh, hi, Charlotte. Thank you for joining me. 1989. That's a long time ago. WoodUbend Switzerland. Welcome, welcome. Charlotte, are you on the WoodUbend page? Because I'm actually quite not sure if I'm live on there or not. So because I have problems going on there, however. As I said, if you have questions, shoot them away. I will try to answer those straight away. Maybe WoodUbend comes in so they can also answer some questions. So let's get you down. Doesn't it look ridiculous? And people, yes, they do have them standing in their gardens. So I don't know. Okay, what we're going to use on this guy. So he's going to get the rose 322, which is this one. Look at this cute little. This is a WoodUbend rose. This is a WoodUbend rose. Look at those details. Isn't it pretty? Ever so pretty. So gnomes, exactly, gnomes. Nina, you're kidding me. You've got them in your garden. I can't believe that. However, I mean, people love him. I don't know what for, but even so. Hi, Mighty Moments. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. So, Ripley. So, he's going to get that rose on his little, what is this called? This is like a gardening can or something like that. Watering can. This rose is going to go on there. He's going to get the rose 465 on his head. I mean, obviously he's a gardener, so he's going to get those things all around him. And you've got everything in your garden, you know. Put some pictures up. I would love to see some pictures from your garden. So he's going to get the rose 465 up there. And then we got the trim 058. Hi, Brenda. Hi to Colorado. So it's afternoon in Colorado, isn't it? It's evening over here in Germany. So this trim, we're going to, drape around him just like a little bit. I'm going to show you what you all can do with WoodUbends, because when they are in a cold state, they are solid. This is a trim, which comes in a coil. They're all solid. You can hear. They're like wood, they behave like wood, and when they warm up, they get nice and bendy. So this is what we're going to do. You apply them, whatever surface, with good quality wood glue. And that's what we are going to do. And he's going to be painted in, I'm going to show you. We're first going to apply the WoodUbends and talk about those, and then we carry on. We're going to use some Posh Chalk pigments in copper to bling him up, and some patinas. So this is going to be quite fun. So guys, just let me know if you can see him properly. I'll get you a little closer there. Instagram. So, however, if somebody would have told me that would ever buy one of those gnomes, I would have said never ever in a lifetime. So I thought I'm going to change him, so this will be fun. Okay, let's get started. Sip of tea, iced tea. I've got some iced tea here. Also, it is pretty warm over here. Okay, you can heat the WoodUbends up to get them nice and flexible. I mean, obviously, you know, this is a pretty bendy area, and to stick that on there, that's a little bit of a Charlotte. Charlotte, do we have in Switzerland? Do you have those Gartenzwerge? I'm not sure. So I'm going to put those on a griddle to warm them up. That makes my life a little easier at the moment. And go from there. The rose 465 already got laying down there, so I'm going to grab that. So as I said, now I'm going to show you. This is now nice and bendy. This has been laying on the griddle, and it's hot because it has been laying on the griddle. So I'm just going to apply some wood glue. Just spread it out evenly and, generous, but not too generous. But even so, if it squeezes out on the sides, you can take it off with a baby wipe or a wet cloth or a damp brush or whatever. That works. And as I said, whatever surface you're applying that onto, this is some sort of, I don't know. I don't know what it is. So we're going to stick this right up onto his head. I can already feel that stiffening back up. So, and if it stiffens up, you can just reheat that. Obviously, the thicker the wood you bend is, the longer it takes to heat up and get soft, and the longer it's taken to cool down. It's going to take about the same time to cool down as it takes to warm up. So now I'm grabbing my heat gun to warm that back up to get that nice and bendy. Fingers out of the way. So obviously you have to be a little careful what surface is underneath, so you're not charring. So now I'm pushing it into position to drape and shape around his head. And I'm going to hold it down, squeeze it down till it cools down. It's going to stay in that shape then. So, hi, Raphael. South Africa. Thank you for joining from South Africa. I think you're about the same time zone like we over here in Europe, aren't we? Hi, Jill. There you are, girl. So, here we go. Jill, where are you at in the US? I forgot. I'm sorry. Where are you at in the US? Amazing artist she is. So I'm going to take the excess glue, just wipe it off. There's a bit of, this is a baby wipe I'm using at the moment. So that's on. And as I said, those woody bends, they behave, you know, like wood, apart from getting soft when they're warmed up, and being able to be shaped around different surfaces. You can paint them before you apply them. You can paint them afterwards, and you can use Virginia, 2 p.m. Okay. Oh yeah, it's 8 p.m. over here. That's Eastern Standard Time, isn't it, Jill? I'm getting used to that slowly. Okay, so first rose on. He's got a rose on his head. And now I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the rose 322 on his little gardening can, whatever this is called. So, Nina, I don't see Michelle from the US. She's usually my translator. So you have to tell me what this thing is called in English. So, after all, I'm German. I'm very good at inventing new English words. So, however, okay, stick that down here. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm sticking this down here. Melissa, right in the middle of the USA. Welcome, welcome. Watering can. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Charlotte. Simple. I don't know. Sometimes the simplest words, I just don't know. Okay. Stick that on here. So obviously the glue is going to take a second to dry. The only thing I've done to that guy is like cleaning him nicely, and I'm not worrying about whatever sanding or doing anything to him. I'm just going to stick that right on. It's going to be just decorational. He's not going to be stuck into the dishwasher or something like that. So this will be fine. Okay. Yeah, well, he is a gardening guy, so he's gonna get roses on his head and wherever. Okay. Now I've got some oops, yes, I've got some leftovers from the trim of 55 here. Also, I'm going to use those at the same time. That's what I'm keep saying, you know, whatever you have, don't throw it away, keep it, and you never know when you can use it. So we're going to drape this trim around him and down, and let's see how we can get that on there. So it's going to look like a stem. That's what I have in mind anyway. Let's see if it turns out like that or whatever. Okay, this is again already cooling down. I'm going to stick that here. I'm getting my heat gun. Where is it? There it is. You can heat those up not only with a heat gun. You can use a hair dryer, an embossing gun. That all works fine. So this is a pretty thin trim. So that's pretty easy to warm up. And you can see, can you see? Now you can see. You can shape those trims also, you know, you can shape them around any edge and any corner. So I'm going to drape that. Maybe I'm going to drape it around him. Let's see. Let's see what we do. It's on there. Make sure, especially around the edges, that you push the WoodUbends down nicely. So it snuggles itself onto the surface, and at the end it's going to look like it was always there. So, okay, get the next bit. This was already painted, so I'm going to paint right over it again. As I said, this was a leftover. I think this was one of the bits which was on one of my pumpkins I've done last year. So even so, I've taken it off. The pumpkins were diseased, so to say, and I've taken that off, and just going to turn that up a little. It's really right, completely stiff. Uneven sections. I'm gonna attach it right to the edge here. And I shall carry on. So this whole guy is going to be painted in a second. So the glue might, because this is warm now or pretty hot, the glue might dry when I heat it up, but it's going to be reactivated at the same time. So this will be all right. Just going to drape it around. You can see the glue squeezing out. Can you see the glue squeezing out there on top? This is basically a good sign that it's snuggling itself on. If you feel it stiffening back up, give it a little more heat and hold it down till it has cooled down. So guys, you know me, I'll always choose tricky surfaces, don't I? So, however, this is not going to hold. So this is like stem of that flower just going to be draped all around him. I think I'm just going to go right up to his pocket, or am I going further? I'm going further down. I'm going to grab you can cut those. You can see this has been laying on the cradle, so now I can unroll it. But to handle those easier, keep him in a coil. Just take off what you want to have. I'm going to have it right around here somewhere, down there. So I'm just going to break that, rip that. You can cut it with a sharp knife. You can with a pair of scissors. So, and then I'm going to put it back in a coil to store it. Let that cool down. To the side. Okay. Now I'm going to lay my, let's see, because you can also apply the glue onto your project. That's what I'm going to do now to see where I want to lay it. So that's also a way to do that. You can apply it to your trim, you can apply it to your project. So if you have like intricate pieces like some of the ornaments, I would always apply to the project as so I'm going to heat that back up, as you need the whole surface basically being covered with glue. See that bending? Getting nice and hot. So guys, if you have questions, just let me know. Okay, let's see. Go around. You can see how bendy that is. Drape it, drape it, drape it. So, stiffening up again. So I'm going to put those top bits down. Am I having my head in the way? No. So Charlotte, you're the one who are monitoring me tonight. Thank you so much for that and answering the questions. It's fantastic. Appreciate that. Charlotte is the distribution from Switzerland. So if you're a retailer in Switzerland and you want to carry WoodUbend, she is the person for you to talk to. So if you want to shop the products, guys, pop over to the WoodUbend page and check for your local retailer there. As I said, I'm one over here in Frankfurt in Germany, but obviously I'm not the only one. A lot of fantastic, very talented retailers, so all need a chance. So guys, that's now draped around him, going up to the flower, and now it's time to paint him. Do you like it so far? Do you like it? I hope you do. I'll be pimping him up. So you can see, you know, this is like all those shaped areas draped around him, bended in all directions. So, okay, glue to the side, brush down there. Okay, painting. This is going to be painted in copper. He's going to be all copper, that guy. So, pigments by Posh Chalk. They are in powder form. Don't sneeze in them, otherwise you'll be coppered, so to say. So you can, the nice thing about them is, can you see? No, you can't see. The nice thing about them is you can control basically the consistency and how strong or how rich you want to have your mixture yourself. I'm going to use quite a bit because he's going to be all copper. And you apply, they're going to be soluted in either a top coat, preferably a gloss one, to keep the shine of the metal bits in there, because they're real metal particles in here. And there for now, I'm using the infuser by Posh Chalk because this is especially the perfect medium for that. Yeah, Nina, that's fine. You know, Michelle, she's, you know, she obviously has to do her own things also. But so they are basically, they look milky, but they dry clear. And let's see. Let's see that you can see. Let's see that you can see. As I said, you can control, can see already how the metal appears. I'm gonna bring that a little closer. Do you see that? How shiny that is? So as I said, you can control that yourself. I'm going to, let's see if I'm going to need more pigments, or I like to do it this way around. I put the powder in first and then I add the infuser, because I can see more what the consistency will be like. So as I'm going to need a little more for this guy to be covered. There for now. And get a brush. So now I'm going to mix that up. So this already looks like real metal. So pretty. So pretty. Mix them up nicely. Make sure there's no lumps in there, but it solutes itself pretty easy in the thank you, Charlotte. So let's see. Slap it on him. I'm going to have more pigments in there. More pigments. Where are they? As I said, you can control that basically yourself. I want to have it richer. I do want to have it richer. Because I would like to have that covered basically on this first coat. See if we can get that. So they dry pretty quick also. So I will make 2 coats. I'm going to dry them quickly. What's the time? Half an hour already. So, oops, let's see. I'm going to bling him all up. So, and he's pretty shiny, that guy. But still, the coverage is pretty nice. I'm going to use 2 coats. I can see that, especially on the white areas. But even so. Going to dry him in a second. Paint this WoodUbend. You can use any paint you can think of. You can use stains on him, wood stains and stuff like that. As they behave like wood, they're going to soak in the wood. They're porous. That's also the reason you should always use the wood glue. So it's going to be all pretty. Maybe it's going to be a gnome, which I even like, which is as I said, I'm not, I don't know. Nina, I'm sorry, but let's see. Turn it around. This is just an artist brush I'm using. So those this infuser dries really quick. When you paint the WoodUbends beforehand, you should make sure you use a flexible paint so it doesn't crack when you drape it around and twist it like I've done here. I've really taken it to the limit. Absolutely. Isn't that shiny, guys? I'm just looking at it. Wow. Hi, Cynthia. Hi to Ohio. Thank you for joining. So I'm going to be covered in copper pigments myself in a second also. So I thought, as I don't like gnomes, or as I don't like those Gartenzwerge. This is a typical German thing, I think. So Nina, I'm wondering how you getting one of those guys. Oops, that wasn't dry. I'm sure you've got that from the German community down there. Pretty sure, because nobody else is really into those guys. You can see how nice it covers, and it goes on here. Even this is, gotta be careful I'm not drawing him down already. Even this is a pretty shiny surface. It's going on nicely. This gardening can push it into all those details. Down here. Pimp him right up, that guy. He's going to be a quite posh gnome. I think he will. So I'm going to dry that quickly. It is already dry up here. Just very quickly, and then I'm going to give him a second coat. Does it look fantastic already? So when you work with your heat gun, make sure that you check what material it is, so you don't melt it or you don't char it. I know what I'm talking about. I've done it. This is why I always say, do as I say, not as I do. Look at that. Have you got your sunglasses on, guys? I hope you have. Because I'm going to start at the bottom now. Going all around. Making sure I'm having everything covered on the second coat now. I hope you like it. I quite like him now. He's going to be quite cute bugger, I think. Oh, I missed some spots here. Miss some areas here. Get his beard covered. face. And then we'll have a little bit of patina on the flowers. Not too much, just a little. This was a trim which was already painted. Careful, I'm not dropping him in a second. So you can see how quickly you can pimp up any project. So this is going to be the right amount of product I've just mixed tonight, which is quite amazing. So last areas up here, and then he'll be done. Draw him quickly. I'm quite good at the time, aren't I? So what do you say to our posh gnome? Rose. Okay. To the side, Dry it quickly. Do you like it? Well, actually, those gnomes, they are garden gnomes over here, Charlotte. They are a summery type. You know, the Germans, they have them standing around in their gardens, stuff like that. So over here, this is the summer type. But you're right. Get those back also for the Christmas season. So, see? Dry. Okay, I'm gonna bring him up a little closer. Get your sunglasses on. Look how, those are the pigments. Aren't they beautiful and shiny? So let's get some of the aqua patinas. They are like gilding waxes, also by Posh Chalk. Just water-based. So they are water-based, and that's from the lid. The skin. Look at my fingers. I'm not worried having it on my fingers. It's all water-based products, so that'll be fine. Okay. It's not, yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So just get some of the aqua patina in, what's the color? It's carmine red, is it? It is, what's the color? It is, no, red medium cadmium. Sorry, red medium cadmium. That's the red I'm using. They are thick in consistency, so they are basically almost like gilding waxes, but as I said, they are water-based. Just get like a little on my brush, and I'm going to just go a little over this rose here to have that a little separated, and the one on top here, I'm going to just clean it a little So use a fresh brush for each color you're using. Thank you, Charlotte. The one on top is going to be in violet. Also, look at this, violet. Also, ever so shiny. This is just like giving it a little, not too much, to enhance those flowers. So the good thing is, as they are water-based, if you don't like it, you can paint over it. So I think I'm going to have a little bit of red in here also. I like to mix the red with the, I've done that before, the red with the violet. I like it. So just a little. And now I'm taking a fresh brush. I've got one to go. This is now the primary green. I'm so happy this is not the word that this has got like a normal name and not those words I can't pronounce. So I wipe it off on the lid here or on the side of the jar, as you don't need that much. I'm gonna go over those leaves. I'm not using too much, just a little to give it a little bit of those other leaves. Over the high spots. Not very much. So that this is just to be seen that this is supposed to be, oops, a little bit much. The stem. So if you use too much, I'm going to clean it up in a second. I'm working too quick. So even so, this is water-based. I'm going to get my baby wipe and I'm just going to make that a little tidier. And this guy is going to be finished in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is almost like, you know, when you only have like a certain amount of time. Okay. Baby wipe. Cleaning those boo-boos off. And I quite enjoyed doing that guy. This is dry. This is a dry baby wipe. I'm just gonna go around here. I want to take that off those areas and feel it's too much. Finished. So look at this. I hope you've got your sunglasses on. Okay, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that. Careful. Put that down. Grab my coffee. Push it back. Come back myself into the screen. So, I've got to laugh. I've got to laugh. Doesn't he look cute? So, Nina, I know, I always make you, Michelle, like the things somehow, even if they're ever so stupid. But I think he's quite funny. I quite like him now. Sorry, I've got to laugh. Again, if anybody would have said that I would have ever had a Gartenzwerg with me, I would have said never ever in a lifetime. But look at his butt. He looks quite funny now. Ever so shiny, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. A posh gnome, exactly. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. Mm, just checking for some questions. No. Oh, Kathy, I'm happy you like copper. Oh, thank you. Charlotte reminded you to sprinkle the love. That's perfect. So, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. That's good. If I make you smile, Charlotte, mission fulfilled. I love happy people and I love happy projects. He makes me actually happy. It's like his well, dumb little face. So anyhow, my friends, I thank you so much for joining me tonight. Instagram, I'm just gonna pop into the screen. I'm almost crying because I have to laugh. So thank you so much for joining me. For the people who don't know me, my name is Angela. Ah, danke schön. Ja, das ich sage ja, ich hätte normalerweise sowas auch nie gekauft. Sorry. Bring it closer. My name is Angela. I am the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a WoodUbend retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So I'm so happy you joined me tonight. I hope you liked our little typical German project. He's the poshed up Gartenzwerg. Try it yourself. Don't throw the things you don't like. Just posh them up with some pigments and some WoodUbend, and there you go. So that's a fun project. Again, if you want to shop the products, pop over to the Dixie Belle page and Dixie Belle page, or rather, to the WoodUbend page and check for your local retailer. They are all over the world in the US and whatever, so you can get those products everywhere. And hello, Antje. And so there you go. If you watch replay and got questions, put them in the comments. I'll be very happy to answer them for you also. And you may sprinkle this video, pop over to my page and follow me, the Master of Disaster. I'll be very happy if you do that. And I see you on the WoodUbend page in 2 weeks. So next week, Sue from Sue Chic will be on. So we've been, we will swap from one to the other week. So she will be on next week, and she does awesome projects. So she is the WoodUbend and Posh Chalk queen DIYer. She's amazing. So guys, I thank you. You take care. You have a nice day, afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching from, and I will see you. Danke, Antje. I will see you then in 2 weeks on the WoodUbend page or on my page if you follow me. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, hi, Tammy. Hi and bye. You have to watch replay. We are finished now. I'm sorry. But that's the product. You've got to check them out. Bye, guys.